could see that someone listening to it is struggling right now with motivation, with taking their ass to the dance floor and, just sweating it out.
Yeah, why are you watching? Go practice.
What would you say to that person to motivate them and to find heart in it again?
That the reason why we do this is for the love of dance. What if one day one of my daughters becomes a world champion? And then my younger daughter will say, well, how come you never gave me that chance?
And now you both are champions.
And now we're both champions, so he must have known something. Continue working on your craft, discipline. Sometimes people practice for a whole week and then they go, well, I didn't get the result I wanted, but I've been working really hard. Yes, you have to continue working really hard. And I'm a dance addict. Yeah. That's the reality.
Welcome to our DanceSport Network, the dance exchange section where we talk with dancers, professionals from the dance world about ideas, experiences, and inspiration. Today at beautiful Blackpool Dance Festival, the 100 years anniversary, we have Anna Demidova. She is definitely one of the most accomplished dancers in the industry. She's a United States champion, world champion, and Blackpool champion many times. She's also a dance instructor. She's coaching in between the studios. She has also her own makeup and hair company, which is super inspiring because she does a lot of things at once. When I was preparing for that interview, there was a huge list of things to do. I couldn't find that thing that you don't do, as we both know. You have a big, famous brand of makeup and hair. Tell us how you started it, where the idea came from, what was the inspiration?
Well, I've been doing hair and makeup as a business probably for over 10 years, actually maybe even over 15 years. I started it as something that will help me pay for my dancing. So, I traveled to the competitions to compete, and doing hair and makeup on the side was something that helped me pay for my travels. And slowly it grew and grew and grew, and now I have quite a few clients. Many people trust me, so thank you everybody for trusting me who is coming to me. And that's also, I feel that, interestingly enough, I'm doing hair and makeup, but I feel like we're talking about the dancing, and a lot of people come because they feel that they can get an advice from me while they're in my chair. They're asking me how can they deal with pressure, how can they get inspired to dance. So I feel like I'm coaching as I'm also doing hair and makeup.
I had the pleasure of working with you many times, and she always has this approach, individual approach to every client.
Daga is an inspiring makeup artist.
If you could tell what differentiates the good look from the champion look?
Well, it's not hair and makeup. Yes, hair and makeup is very important because you have to look the right way. It's an internal presentation. If you feel underprepared, there doesn't matter what your hair and makeup look like, you will feel underprepared. Therefore, the energy that you present on the floor will be underprepared. So a lot of it to do with practice lessons, feeling ready, going out there, believing in yourself, and of course, the right hair and makeup, dress, and the whole package.
Now changing a topic a little bit, because Demidova is a big name in the dance industry. I know there is a difference of 10 years between you and your sister Katusha. When you've been growing up together, was she the inspiration for you in the beginning?
Absolutely. I think I started dancing because my sister was dancing. I've never questioned why I was dancing. So she was the first one? Oh, absolutely. I started at the age of 6, and I'm pretty sure she started at the age of 6. Actually, by the time that I started dancing, she had already went to America. That was her trip. So I kind of started dancing after she moved. And I have an interesting story about it. It was my dad. He's no longer alive. But some of our friends told us that my dad said that his second daughter will not be dancing because one daughter is enough. And so when Katusha moved to America, I was dancing, and so my dad's friend said, oh, you couldn't, you had to put her into dancing. And he said, no, he said, I couldn't because what if one day one of my daughters becomes a world champion? And then my younger daughter will say, well, how come you never gave me that chance? And so he said he had to put me into dancing to give my sister and I a fair chance.
And now you both are champions.
And now we're both champions, so he must have known something.
How it feels that both of you accomplish so many things together?
Actually, it feels really great because first I watched her accomplish it. I've always dreamed of that as well, but just watching her do it, I felt like I was part of it. And winning myself felt that it's something I could share with my sister, but most importantly at that point she was already retired, so she was in the back of mine winning while I was in the back of hers. And so it feels really, we're very close, but that feels like that's even more of a bonding experience. She was always my inspiration, my main teacher, somebody very grateful that I had someone that I could ask for an advice and also know
Maybe
that was the right
one
advice.
part of you both becoming those two champions.
Yes,
That's beautiful. Yeah. And now, Anna, because you do a lot of things, like on the competition, you sometimes dance, you dance by yourself, and you also dance with your students, you do hair and makeup. How you find the balance in between all of that and all the travels you're doing, obviously?
You know, I just don't think about it. I just do. Sometimes you don't think you do. No, obviously when I competed myself, I would cut back on the work because I have to focus on my own competition. Maybe some other days that I wasn't competing, I was there. The days I was competing, I had people work for me. So it was balanced, still trying to keep the customers happy. But of course, my priority was my competition. Once I retired, I am now dancing pro-am, but I'm dancing pro-am and working. So it's combination. You know, it's kind of, I look at it as two separate things. And as a matter of fact, one keeps me going. You know, it's like, oh, you worked a little bit here, now it's time to dance. You feel the body was stiff, now the body is dancing. So it works.
And because you said before that when you do hair and makeup for someone, you feel like in the position of a coach a bit. Do you feel that this is something like that your past with becoming a champion and you like trying to build like more and more in that industry, it helped you to guide some other people how to go and where?
I think it's very important to guide people, whether it's that I'm giving them advice while I'm doing hair and makeup, whether it's on the lessons. But I think that generally in dancing, and it's a lot of mental preparation. I think sometimes people don't understand how much you have to be ready mentally. You can be very talented, but unless you're prepared mentally, you may never become a champion. So, and the same for students, you know, people get nervous, and it's important that they understand how to deal with the nerves and how to put them towards the right direction. And I have to say, once I won, I've noticed it more and more, because once I speak to people, even other professionals, I sort of go, oh, mentality is not quite right. And so I think it's very important that you understand how important, I feel like I'm saying the word important, as in, yes, mental preparation is sometimes more important than physical preparation.
Because listening to you, it sounds like you try to find many fields that you can speak up to people. Because, for example, now as we're talking, you are also talking about hair and makeup, how you feel like you're a bit coaching people, other dancers. And also there was one more thing, the social media videos you've been recently posting. There was also some kind of...
I had a little bit of inspiration because that's exactly what I thought. Again, social media is a funny thing, you never know it. But I do feel at least it could be some positive, something that someone may hear. And actually, it was my clients and it was my students who made me want to put something like this out there, because they always ask, you know, how do you deal with this? How do you deal with this? And part of me thinks, well, when they come to me for a lesson, we work on the dancing. And, you know, you start working on the dancing and you continue working on the dancing. And the mental preparation we don't really speak on it on the lesson. However, on the day of the competition, when I see them in the morning, they're help us, you know. And so I thought, okay, maybe I could be inspiring, maybe I could be useful by putting a little bit of that out there.
People see the performance, but they don't always see everything behind it. I'm Anna Demidova, and I'm a world professional ballroom champion. A lot of people see the final result, the stage, the glamour, the performance, but there's so much more behind that moment. Discipline, pressure, setbacks, mindset. That's the part people usually don't see. And honestly, that's the part I care about the most.
It's not easy to be posting videos. I think I did 3 and it's like, oh, I don't have time. I think you have to be very consistent with it, but maybe, maybe I need to hire somebody to help me.
No, but all those videos that you posted, 2 or 3 so far, I mean, I was just scrolling it and it popped out and I just saw like the perfect setup. Your eye contact was super like confident and brave. It was like, for me, it was like, I was listening to it. I think you spoke that time when I saw it with the what happens when discipline is there but motivation is not there.
Yes.
So this was like an important thing.
I think it's important. Again, for me, I think it's more important. Not more, but it's 50-50. Dancing is important, but unless you're mentally prepared, feel like people are coming into our interview.
Yeah. Hello. What you could say to the audience, like to people listening to it who are practicing hard and they want to get there, if there are some things that they maybe don't understand or they don't realize about what's the journey, what it takes to become a champion?
It takes a lot of things. So, I don't think it's a question where I can give one answer to. I think we can talk about it for hours. But I think the most important thing is to continue working on your craft, discipline. Sometimes people practice for a whole week and then they go, well, I didn't get the result I wanted, but I've been working really hard. Yes, you have to continue working really hard and continue working really hard. And maybe years, maybe 10 years, and eventually you will get something back out of it, right? So it's hard work you put in and believing in yourself, because there's a lot of people around. You've got different teachers, different coaches. Maybe there are people who believe in you and you feel inspired. Maybe there's somebody who, not that they don't believe in you, but maybe you've heard a comment and you get disappointed. Maybe you had a bad result and you feel disappointed, and then you suddenly have lack of motivation to go practice, which should be opposite. If you feel disappointed about the result, get your butt in the studio and continue working until you get the result you're like.
And did you feel like on your journey to becoming a champion, like before your first big result, that you didn't know when it will happen? You just kept going? You never focused on the when?
You never know when. You know, even if you think you're going to win tomorrow, you may not. And if you think you will never win, you just might.
No expectations.
No
just keep doing the
expectations.
same.
I mean, obviously you have to believe in yourself. So there's some sort of expectation where you think, yes, I can do it and I
more
will
like
do
inner
it.
expectations
But
then.
you have to continue working. There's no shortcuts. There's no shortcuts.
In there, us to the dance floor, and just sweating it out. What would you say to that person to motivate them and to find heart in it again?
Well, everybody's a little different, right? But I would say, first of all, you have to discover, do you really love dancing? And I think all of us love dancing, otherwise we wouldn't be doing this. Sometimes you forget how much you love dancing because you're so busy thinking about the results, so busy, running around, maybe trying to work on your dancing. And you forget that the reason why we do this is for the love of dance. And once you remember that and you just say, I really enjoy dancing. Yes, I want a good result, but I actually enjoy dancing. I think you will get that inspiration to get yourself in the studio and be grateful for what we get to do every day.
Beautiful. And the second sentence, best thing you can do right now for someone listening to get your dancing to the next level, like right now.
Like right now? You mean for them who are listening? Get back to the studio, have a lesson. Why are you watching? Go practice.
Thank you so much for the interview. I
Thank
hope
you.
that you'll continue doing your social media. So, and Anna still, even though she had probably like many makeups on from Sunday, Monday, today, right? She still is standing here and helping us to do that interview and still smiling
Because
and looking
after
beautiful.
all, most importantly, I'm a dancer. And that's my job here, right? Yes, I help with hair and makeup. I help with inspiring people. But most importantly, I want to be here. I want to see my students dance. I want to see other people dance because I'm in love with dancing and I'm a dance addict. That's the reality.
So being in love and dancing and not thinking, just doing is
Just
the
doing.
motto.
Well, thinking, but doing.
Thinking when it's needed.
Yes, exactly. Thank you.